Day. And of course, the speech will be at 8 o'clock Eastern, of course, right here on MSNBC. Joining me now from Capitol Hill, Illinois, Congressman Luis Gutierrez, a leader in the fight for immigration reform, and one of the Congress members who attended the dinner with the president last night. Tell us any details that you can share. We know what we've all been briefed to, that the president is going to be announcing relief for as many as 4 million people and then 1 million more who are the families of dreamers as well.
You know, Andrea, it's been a long road to get here. You and I have discussed it on many occasions. And as I was sitting there eating my salad and listening to the president yesterday, I thought about the thousands of American citizen children who beseeched me, implored me, pleaded with this Congress to do something so they wouldn't lose their parents. The American citizen spouses, husbands and wives of American citizens, some of them in the armed forces, said, "Luis, you got to fix this broken immigration system." I thought about the families who have departed the United States with their foreign-born husbands and wives because they can't live here because they're broken. President wants to focus on families, on children. There are going to be millions of American citizen families and children who are going to be so happy tonight and delighted when they hear that the president is saying, basically, you know what? I want to put gangbangers and felons ahead of deporting families. I want to put drug dealers ahead of deporting children. I want to make sure there's a prioritization that is consonant with our values in America.
Congressman, does he go far enough? Because health care and other benefits are not going to be included.
Look, the Senate didn't give benefits. Remember, Andrea, the Senate said you couldn't get any federal benefits for the first 10 years, and they completely legalized, and that was an act. Nothing takes the substitute of legislative action. This Congress and this House of Representatives has refused to act on this issue and has forced the president to act in order to protect and defend these communities of people. But let me just say, whatever the president does tonight, it's the first installment. It's the beginning. Congress has to work and act to fill it. But I think it's time. Think about it a moment. The president is going to invite millions upon millions of people in our country to register with the government, go through a background check, get right with the law, pay any back taxes, and give them a work permit so they can work and raise their family and pay taxes. He's going to require accountability of them. Don't you want to know and want those millions to go? So then he can put all of those resources, now that he doesn't have to go after them, and put them on the border and go after real criminal elements that can affect your and my life and the lives of American citizens.
Mitch McConnell, of course, the Republican leader, was on the Senate floor today previewing their response to the president's speech. Let's watch.
The action he's proposed would ignore the law, would reject the voice of the voters, and would impose new unfairness on law-abiding immigrants.
Your response to that?
Nothing could be further from the truth. They do not get ahead of the line. As a matter of fact, they aren't in any line. They get a 3-year work permit. They have to go through a background check. Guess who pays for the background check? The immigrant that applies to register with the government. Won't we feel much safer? And won't it be more consonant with our values in America if we allow people who've really been working, establish roots in their communities? And the other thing is, look, they have to have American citizen children. They have to. This is about families. Don't you want millions of American citizen children to be raised by their parents who by all other standards are law-abiding and are ready to go through a background check? I want the billions of dollars that they're going to pay in taxes. And I want to say, look, Congress has to act. The Congress is the only one who can finish this job. This is a down payment. This is an installment. Congress has to act, and the president wants to work with that. And Andrea, you know better than most. I will sit down with my Republican colleagues and work with them. Mitch McConnell, they should stop whining and they should start legislating and start saying what they're going to do. They have an incredible victory in the Senate, an incredible new majority in the House of Representatives. Use it to do something constructive. Unfortunately, Republicans know that immigration doesn't necessarily unite their caucuses, but being against anything Obama's for does. Let's put the American people ahead of partisan politics and what's good for your party. Let's do what's good for America.
Congressman, thank you very much. And what will this all